Yo, hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, Star Fox is pretty good. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's not really pushing any boundaries, but it's a really fun game. Yeah, I've actually been enjoying it. Yeah, I can't wait for Resident Evil. Yeah, it's like I said, the Switch 2. At least they're making fun games. You know what I mean? At least they're making games that people actually want to play. The multiplayer is really good. I think the game is dying out already because I think a lot of people can't play it. Yeah, I gotta get that too, man. Yeah, I gotta probably buy that as well. But I think the game is dying out already because I be playing the same games with the same people, and I'm like, uh-oh, we doing this already? I was like, uh-oh. There was a lot of people when it first came out, and then it just started dying down, man. I feel like when I was first playing, it was people crashing into mountains, and I'm like, uh-oh. Then every time when you get in the game, people quit, and then it has these overpowered bots, so it's just like, I don't know. It's like, the one thing I will say, they saved it, though, because it has a game share option. So even if nobody owns the game or never wants to play it, you could always play it with your boys, even if they don't have it through game chat. So I would say that right there is the saving grace. And hopefully Nintendo starts adding that feature to most of their games. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't think Smash Bros. Would need something like that, but that would, hey, Smash Bros. I don't know if they would do that for Smash Bros. Because knowing Nintendo, they want to sell that copy. They'll probably do local, though. They'll probably do local with Smash Bros. Even though Smash Bros. Would have probably benefited. He said, what? You know what you need to game share with me sometimes. It's easy. So if you're in the game chat, right, on Switch 2, you can play, and you have your own screen, right? So anybody that's in the game chat, I can invite them to the session, and then we all could just play from there. Yeah, I did it with a few people already that don't actually own the game, and they said it plays pretty good, even with the game share. You can play it with 4 players. I could play myself and then 3 others. So I was like, wow, that's good. And then you have the rest as bots. I'm like, but that's good though. I was like, wow. See, Nintendo, they thought about this game in the long run, just in case if it died down, you know. So I was like, oh, this is very good. That feature alone makes it worth it, because without it, I don't know. I'll tell you that for a fact. Hey, my boy Angry Therapist, what's up with you, brother? Thank you for the gifted. Wow, look at that. You guys all good. Look at that. Damn. Woo. Yeah, Angry Therapist, man. He be hooking y'all up, man. Shout out to Angry Therapist in the chat, man. Always hooking y'all up. Oh, yeah, Dragon's Dogma? I know that's coming to Switch, too. Man, oh, man, bro. Listen, dog, I've been in a lot of parties on Nintendo Switch too, you know, because I'll add some randoms and talk to them. Oh my goodness, man, the fanboys got to stop, bro. I thought ponies was bad. Ponies ain't bad, bro. These Nintendo fanboys ain't too far off. I'm in the party, man. Every time I talk about Nintendo, they get mad and angry. I'm like, yo, what? I can't even say nothing bad about this damn company. And I'm like, yo, okay. They say, oh, the Switch 2 got third party. I'm like, okay, let's break down what you're saying. Let's just stop with the theatrics, right? So, my argument is like, okay, yeah, Switch 2 has improved in some aspects with third party, but there's some other aspects that are worsened, right? That's my argument. And he's going as far to say, oh, we got 007. I'm like, bro, you ain't even got it yet. Borderlands 4, you ain't even got it yet. And y'all talk about how you want GTA6. Cut it out. Cut it out. I thought Nintendros didn't care. I'm like, y'all no different than the ponies. Maybe that's why Nintendo ain't gonna put that game on there, because they probably know they don't want you to turn like them. They want you to value only their games. I swear to God, the glazing that these people was doing. Oh, GTA 6, bro. Get GTA 5 first before we start talking about Grand Theft Auto 6, man. We talking about Grand Theft Auto 6 on the Switch 2. If Grand Theft Auto 6 was coming on the Switch 2, Rockstar would have already announced it. If Xenoverse 3 was coming to the Switch 2, which is probably a very likely game, it shouldn't be that demanding, I would assume. That game, But even that game hasn't stated that we coming out on Switch 2. Why in the hell are we talking about GTA 6 when y'all ain't even got 5? Why are we doing this? You feel me? But this is my whole problem, man. These Switch 2 fanboys, man, they got a little taste of that power, man. And now all of a sudden they turning just like the ponies. It's ridiculous, man. Actually, I did. I actually did mention that. What are you talking about? I actually did. Yeah, because they've already gone up, right? Why would I bring something up that's already with that we already know? But people don't know that the PS5 and the Switch 2 is going up. That's the whole point. We all know the Xbox went up. That's why I didn't put it. Because we know you ponies be getting angry. We know it. We got to let people know that it ain't just Xbox. It's everybody. That's the whole thing. Us Xbox gamers, we're fully aware that the price went up. What is there the point? Okay, everybody's saying it. But who's saying that the PS5 is going up? Who's saying that the Switch 2 is going up? Nobody's saying it but me. Exactly. So you see, the problem is you worried about the wrong stuff. We got hundreds of videos of everybody saying the Xbox is going up. But I bet you can't find one that says PS5 is going up. I bet you can't find one that says the Switch 2 ain't going up. I know that. The fact that the Xbox went up, like everybody's pointing fingers, the same people laughing with the PS5 Pro, you're going to be crying after laughing at that Steam machine. I don't know why these fanboys do it. Be humble, be happy that you got these systems early, and shut up. Nobody cares about your pathetic little console war. Just be quiet. Nobody cares. Because you laughed at the Steam machine, and then you're going to get a price increase on your own box. So that's just what it is. I'm just happy I got my systems already. That's all I'm saying. But these fanboys are ridiculous. I don't care about the prices going up like that. My whole thing is to call out the hypocrisy. Because that, he says, let's shut up. Exactly. Thank you. I actually did mention it. What are you talking about? I literally did mention it. I talked about it even in the other. I didn't make a whole video about it, but I brought it up to people's attention. I have. What are you talking about? I literally brought it up in my previous video. I know I did. I talked about that, and then I also talked about the Switch too. It doesn't matter. I talked about it in the video. It doesn't matter. I could put whatever title I want. Dreamcast guy be putting Xbox is dead. I bet you ain't got a problem with that, right? Bro, we ready. I'm ready to argue because I'm sitting there waiting in the queue. So we could do this. What do you mean? So I can't put that, but everybody else can run with Xbox is dead? How about you go tell Dreamcast guy not to do that? Oh, here we go. Stop with the excuses, Jimmy. There you go. Hey, it's okay though. It's okay because we got receipts. Everything y'all saying, when the PS5 go up, don't get angry at me. When the Switch 2, well, we already know the Switch 2 is going up. Yeah, right. Bro, I've seen your name before, bro. I think I've seen your name. You didn't just find this channel. Come on now, brother. This is not the first time, because I actually looked at your post. See, this is why you gotta love the internet. I just looked at your post, and you commented on my other videos, too. So this is not your first time on this channel. It says in chat messages in the last year. That means you've already been here. Come on, bro. Let's not... Bro, that's why you gotta love it though. It tells you who's commented on your videos. It tells you right here. Yep, Switch is going up by 500, and I'm hearing by next year they're gonna try to push that to 550, close to 600, and then inevitably 700. You can look at his profile. It literally says he said it's his first time, and I'm like, yo, you commented on my other video. It says, bro, this is how, yo, doggy, this is how easy it is to get these guys, bro. They say they don't be lying, but it's so easy. Look, right here. Boom. Click the profile. I hit channel activity. And he said he watched the video. Nintendo Switch 2 sucks. Worse than Wii U. But you told me this was your first time here. Then he had another one. PS5 and Switch 2 console price. Oh, okay. This is this one. Okay. Got you. Yeah. Everything's going up, man. Everything. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. GameStop is not going up. Yo, hold that. Make a wager right now. Let's make that wager. Sony will not lower it. I will literally put $100 on that, bro. I don't trust you. I don't think you'll pay me if you wrong. I'm telling you, bro. See, the problem is with these fanboys. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Microsoft and Sony use the same architecture, right? So what makes you think that the same architecture that Microsoft is using for their console won't go up on the same console that uses the same hardware? This is why I laugh at y'all. If Xbox's hardware is going up, so is PlayStation. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright, let me read. Well, we got a super chat. We got a super chat by Aaron. I was kind of surprised that GTA 6 price was not more, to be honest. I feel you. I pre-ordered yesterday. I'm blessed to have the money to pay for it. Like some, not as not as fortunate. I hear you on that, Aaron. Let me see. Xbox tricked us. Sony lowered the price. So you never listen to what I'm saying, but then you seek judgment saying I never talked about it. See, that's the problem, bro. That's ignorance. Come on, EF. He says, yeah, I've seen your channel, which is fine. In the past, you commented randomly, but never really listened to what you were saying. So how can you sit there and say that I haven't done something if you never watched the video? Come on, bro. Yo, he gotta know I'm good with this manipulation stuff. I'm good with it. I'm good with this, man. You might be able to get Marlon or somebody else, but I'm good with these manipulation tactics, okay? So I can read them a mile away. So you can't sit there and say I didn't talk bad about the Xbox price increase. You can't say that because you said, according to your own words, you didn't watch the videos. Bruh. So you don't watch videos, you just watch the title? You don't actually watch the video, you just watch the title? Bruh, we all know titles is clickbait. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta watch the video. The titles is usually clickbait. Now, I'm not saying through me. I'm just saying most content creators use some form of clickbaity title. You gotta watch the video. I think it went up about 150. I think, at least with the Xbox. Yeah, at least with the Xbox. So that's very unfortunate. You know what I mean? I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, right? Conspiracy theorists are not. I'm thinking Microsoft, Sony, right? Well, I think all three of them. They're using this Steam machine to overprice the next hardware. I think they're using it. Gabe knows it's not going to do that well. Gabe knows. But I think people are missing the point. I think what Gabe is doing, he's like, okay, I'll throw out this Steam machine to help y'all, Xbox, Sony. I know y'all want to raise the price of these consoles. I know y'all tired of subsidizing. We're going to come up with this little John, set the new foundations of it. And then, oh, yeah. So we could charge as much for that Helix and that PS6. Yeah, I got you. I might the Steam machine gonna fail though, but Xbox, we could. Oh, okay, yeah. There you go. They all work together, bro. These companies are not your friend, man. They all work together. Because think about it, GTA 6. It seems kind of biased. You never even watched the channel, brother. My channel is biased. No, I don't mind having a car. Yeah, I actually got Star Fox. How much would any of them dominate the market? Let me see this. The market if they just lowered the prices. I don't know. I'm gonna explain something real quick, right? Because I was telling these Nintendo dudes, I don't think that would really help the market, and I'm gonna explain why. Because one, they're already losing money on the consoles. Two, most people playing these consoles are not playing them for the reasons as to why people should pick one up. This is why PlayStation said, you know what, we're done. We're not putting all these games out. Nobody's buying them. They'll put a few other ones, lower budget games, and they'll focus on maybe a few actually AAAs. But in regards to pumping out games like we used to on PS4, Sony's not doing that. They just sitting back collecting 30% because that is what's beneficial to them. People have to understand, gaming is dictated by the people that are playing video games. The Fortnite gamer is not picking up any of these games. Listen, I heard this Nintendo fanboy, man. I said, listen, I know Zelda's gonna be a good game. I know Zelda has a diehard audience and they're gonna support Ocarina of Time remake. But I told them, Fortnite gamers are not gonna buy a Switch 2 for this. This guy was telling me, oh, they'll buy a Switch. You don't understand the market. My friends bought a PS5. Even my boy Ron was explaining it to him. He knew somebody that bought a PS5 and he had Spider-Man 2, right? And he didn't even want to play it. He's like, he kept asking him, you don't want to play this? Nah, man, I didn't buy the PS5. I bought the PS5 for Fortnite. These casuals don't give a rat's behind. Gears of War fans are going to buy Gears of War, not the casuals. Okay? The hardcore Zelda fans are going to buy those games. But at the end of the day, Fortnite, they're not going to buy a Switch 2 for they're not going to buy a Switch 2 to play Zelda. They're not going to do it. And I know that might hurt some people's feelings, but it's the honest truth. The only thing that these Fortnite players might buy is GTA6. That I do know. They might buy that. They might buy that. But they're not even thinking of Wolverine. They'll buy a Wolverine skin on Fortnite before they pick up Wolverine on the PS5. This is the problem with gaming. Most gamers are not supporting the platforms like they're supposed to, besides PlayStation Plus. Yeah, but that's also too because that's all PlayStation got. What does PlayStation have besides that? Because at that point, the Xbox Helix would just be a better PlayStation. Of course Sony would do that. It's already a better PlayStation. Especially with the Helix. If it's free online and Steam and good old games, yes, it's already it's a better not a traditional. It's a better hybrid. If Sony comes up with another traditional console, they're flopping, man. Sony, they're gonna just milk the I'm telling y'all, the PS5 is going to be treated very similar to the PS2. Sony is not going to abandon it. The PS6 is a premium product. They're not going to abandon it. They're not. Not after getting these PS4 games to buy the PS5. They're not going to abandon it. Expect to see cross-generation games for the next 5 to 7 years on your PlayStation 6, man. I'm calling it right now, man. I'm telling you right now, bruh. I'm telling you all right now, man. He says, well, the next just... I'm hearing that Microsoft is trying to do something like that. I got you on that, though. I'm going to answer that. I'm hearing that Microsoft is going to have 3 or 4 different versions, and then they're going to have different companies also manufacturing their own Xboxes. Like, yeah, it's going to be like different Xboxes. It's going to be similar to, you know, the 3DO, where you had the Panasonic 3DO, the Gold Star 3DO, and stuff like that. I'm hearing Microsoft is going to have their own versions. They're going to have an Xbox of an Xbox. Then they're going to have, like, let's say an Intel Xbox. There's going to be different variations of an Xbox. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, PlayStation 6 is considering doing that as well. Yeah, they're considering doing that as well. Yes. That's kind of the idea. That's why you heard Asha talking about financing, because she knows most people ain't going to be able to afford the premium Xbox. They know. They're not stupid. They're not going to be able to afford that. I don't think anybody's going to be able to afford it. Everything's going up. Everything going to be going up, man. I'm telling you this right now, guys. So, like I said, man, get your games up right now. Get your retros, get your physical. I'm not going to lie, and I'm going to go back on what I said. Get a Switch 2 right now. Gamester, what? Get a Switch 2. Get a Switch 2. Get it right now. I'm sorry, guys. I broke what I just said. Get it right now. It's going to go up. If you don't get the Switch 2 right now, it's going to go up, bro. Get it right now. I mean, if you love this, if you love Nintendo Switch 1, oh, also too, I heard Xbox ROGs are going up. You better get them. I'm hearing they're gonna go back to 800 to 1,000. They're going back up, the white one. Get your stuff. I keep telling y'all, get your stuff. They're gonna raise that. They're gonna raise that Xbox ROG. Even though I'm hearing the white one's gonna go up to about close to 1,000. That's going to be about $800 for that white ROG. You better get it. $600 right now. You better get that. Better get it while you still can. After that Steam machine, I mean, yeah, well, the Steam Deck, you should already know what. I think it was like, wasn't it? I think it was 600 when it launched. It was 600. Yeah. Nice. There you go. See? There you go, doggy. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm saying. These people out here sitting with ants in their pants, and everybody out here getting these electronics, and then they want to talk about, oh, the price, bruh. Didn't people tell you to get these things? Didn't I tell you to get your retro games up? The price, oh, the price. I can't get nothing now. I'm broke. They asking for double. They asking for double. Now these people saying I should have bought a Series S when they were $299, bruh. For next gen, woo. I mean, it's very tough. I'm gonna say this. I'm hearing, I don't know if it's gonna be true, but what I'm hearing, that the lowest version is probably gonna be 800. But this is why we keep hearing, like, you probably heard Dreamcast guy. I mean, this is kind of valid. Yeah, it's 1K and up. Yeah, definitely that. But I'm hearing that even if the PS6 does a lower end version, it's gonna be no more powerful than the Pro. So if Sony does do that, like a $700-800 model, it's not gonna be any more powerful than the Pro. It's not. It's just gonna be able to access the games. That's it. But it won't be more powerful than what you got with the Pro. So that's what I'm hearing. That's if Sony decides to go through that. But I'm thinking right now, as the price is going up, especially with the price increase of the PS5 Pro and the PS5, it's probably going to be 1,000 and up. About 1,200, 1,500. I'm hearing about 1,800, even close to 2,000 for some Xboxes. Yeah, I know, an Xbox for y'all, like, I'm done with this. They're gonna have different versions of an Xbox. So I would say that the gamer that's used to playing on a premium, high fidelity console, well, you're going to be downgraded to like a Series S. So let's say, right, let's break it down this way. So if you normally, right, buy the best console, right, you're essentially, the cost of a Pro would be, you would be getting the results of a PS5 base. I would put it in that perspective. So like, let's say, right, you know how y'all bought a Helix for 500? Well, in the new era of console gaming, the price of a Helix will be we already see it. The price of a Helix will be the price of the price of a Series X. Essentially you'll be paying Series X numbers, but you're really walking out with a Series S. That's what's happening. I mean, matter of fact, that's what's going on right now, actually. So there's already proof right there, because I mean, look at the price of the Series S. The Series S is priced up with the Series X. You know what I'm saying? And that's like, bro, like, that's crazy, that is really crazy. And it's like, damn, the Series S doubled. It was $299, and now it's $600. Oh my goodness. And then the Series X is at $800. That's insane. Yeah, $500 for that. That's crazy. Better get your key rings ready. Yeah, exactly. All right, we got another super chat. Let me check this out. From my boy, Angry Therapist. He said they better do like cell phones and give discounts on the new console if you trade in your last gen. Extra discounts if you trade in a loyal customer. That's how I buy my phones. Yeah, that could be something. That could definitely be something. AI VR games in the future. Yo, gaming right now, man, it's not looking good. I'm gonna tell y'all this right now, and this is why I keep warning people: get your retros, get your ROG Ally, get your stuff now, man. Do not wait no longer. Do not wait. You be hearing these PlayStation saying westernized slop. No, I haven't. Not necessarily. No, I don't even know how they can say westernized slop, but that's what most people play. Westernized slop. That's what people are playing. It's called, yeah. I hate to say it, guys, man. Enjoy whatever. Oh, damn, this guy got like aimbot. What the hell? I'm out of there. It's gonna be more expensive. Yep, it's gonna be more expensive. And I know people saying, well, why would they? He said, hope next gen series. It won't be. I'm sorry, bro. It won't be. It won't be 600, man. I'm sorry, man. It won't be 600, man. I know I wish we all could think that, but no, it's not gonna be 600, man. It's gonna be way higher than that. The lowest you'll probably get is, if Microsoft does try to do so, is $800. That's it. Yeah. The Helix is. I'm hearing there's gonna be different versions though. There's gonna be an Xbox version, and you're gonna have a Intel version. So you're gonna have different variations of Xbox. This is probably why you guys hear the conversations of, oh, Microsoft selling the division. No, what they're doing is that they're gonna have it's like what they did with the 3DO back in the days. You're gonna have a Panasonic 3DO. You're gonna have an Intel. Well, I'm just as an example. a Gold Star 3DO. So in this example, you'll have like, let's say, a Samsung Xbox. You're just gonna have different variations of these platforms. You know what I'm saying? So Microsoft's gonna have theirs, and then they're gonna have other. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird to y'all, but they're gonna have different other Xboxes. So you might not even have to buy an Xbox directly from Microsoft, but you could buy like an Intel Xbox. I know it sounds weird. I know it sounds weird, but this is what Microsoft's trying to do. That's a ridiculous rumors that won't happen. I keep believing it. Keep believing it, because I already know. Because Microsoft knows that console gaming is not going to be affordable for everybody. So everybody's going to have their piece of the pie. That's why Microsoft says, yeah, we love the Steam machine. Because they know that the more devices like that are flooded in the market, the more control that they have. They know that. Microsoft's not trying to compete with nobody. They want as many platforms to come out. More platforms, y'all know, equals more money. So, oh, we got another one. Oh, snap. Hold on, Angry Therapist. I got you. We got another one for Angry Therapist. By the way, I think Microsoft don't care about consoles. No, they don't. When they can make you play on their cloud service, buy games that don't own them. Facts. And facts. That's another thing people are not understanding. Is that if the... He said, did y'all like Once Human? I didn't even get a chance to play that. I did hear about that game. But like, yeah, to go back to to piggyback off what you said though, Angry Therapist, you're right. Microsoft's whole thing is Game Pass, right? They're going to pump out their own Xbox, but they're going to have different variations of Xbox. So you're going to see different variations of Xbox. And Microsoft does not care, because there's going to be, like, let's say, right, Microsoft's going to have a premium one, and then maybe Intel might offer you a much cheaper variation of what Xbox is offering. Because I know the Helix is going to be a premium product. I think they'll do one lower end one. Like, I'm hearing they're going to do 3 different models. They're going to be like a Series S equivalent, Series X, and then it's going to be one above that. You know what I'm saying? And Play Anywhere, yep. Play Anywhere is going to be pushed. And, you know, I mean, Japanese people also like Western media. Oh, yeah, they do. They do. He said, well, you guys don't understand how PC companies sell. Yeah, no, you're not understanding, Zero Sam. He said, you don't understand PC. I mean, what do people don't understand? We already installing our games, right? We're buying games digitally. What's so hard about using an app? PC gaming is going to be so accessible. It's going to be as simple as accessing an app. I know. See, this is what people... All right, let me break this down again. Oh, my goodness. What I'm telling you, right? Especially with Game Pass. All it's going to be is an app. Like, let's say, for example, right? And I'm hearing Microsoft's even trying to put their app even on TVs, smart TVs, right? All you got to do is download the app, which most people do on phones already, and then access Game Pass through an app. How hard is that? How hard is that? That's not hard. PC gaming will be simplified. It will. That's why Microsoft's focusing heavy on the cloud. Most people talking crap about cloud are going to be playing on it, because they won't be able to afford the games. He said that's why Steam does on PC. Okay, see, there you go, Madara. That's probably why Steam is so successful. Microsoft's going to do this very much the same thing. They're becoming way more accessible than they've ever have. Especially with the rise of mobile gaming and all that. Oh, yeah. Way more accessible than they've ever had. Yeah. Microsoft sees that too. That's why they're like, you know what? Let's jump on this. Let's jump on this and take advantage of this. While Sony's sitting here with these traditional consoles, and Microsoft's going to be coming up with the hybrid. Steam is bring your own hardware. Yup. Microsoft's having that same idea. You know that. That's why I brought up that's literally why I brought it up. Dreamcast Guy 3. Yo, we need to think of some, maybe like Dreamcast Guy Corrupted. He's a pony bot, man. I can't. That's one Xbox fanboy. I'm like, oh my goodness. I've actually talked to him before, man. Is he still doing some weird stuff again? I actually haven't followed about what he's doing. Oh, imagine if we could ride this, bro. Yo, that'd be crazy. I haven't really checked out his channel in a bit. I know he's probably happy that Clockwork and Gear Z, they got pulled off PS5. I'm not happy from it. I had a Nintendo guy. He's like, you don't think Asha's gonna pull more games? I'm like, I really don't want them to, though. I like this new strategy of what Xbox was doing. I mean, if they want to choose certain games, okay, whatever. But I like the multi-platform strategy for Microsoft. I personally liked it. And I know GTA 6. Oh yeah, of course. #1 pre-ordered already. You're gonna call Dreamcast guys Sneeko. Sneeko. Yeah, I should say that. Yeah. Or yeah, Sneeko. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me that, Blue Jay. Yeah, that's why I don't understand why people pointing the fingers at, Steam Machine. Yeah, I know it sucks. Everybody's complaining, but also too, it's these other entities. They want to get in the piece of the pie too. They see the problem. I'm gonna explain something, right? The problem with what happened with console gaming is that they have secured deals with companies like AMD, all these, Nvidia. Now they know. They're like, oh, you came to us with this. You know what I'm saying? They out here doing all these deals with them. All of them. That was the biggest problem right there. Supply and demand. Back then, ATI, which was AMD back in the days, was begging, oh, put the AMD in the GameCube. They were begging. I think personally, well, it's never going to happen now. I think the custom consoles is actually the reason why the consoles were lower. I think that's the reason why, because they were using different chipsets. They were, kind of changing up things every generation. So, they'll go to this company and be like, hey, AMD, can you work on this one? And then the next minute they change it to some other stuff. So once they started doing these deals, they're like, yo, and they see how well these things selling. They're like, we want a piece of that pie too. So let's raise it up. Maybe these companies don't want to raise up the price, but all the other entities that are involved in manufacturing these consoles is saying, raise it up. We want a piece of that pie. PlayStation, y'all making a lot of money off our hardware. We want to raise the prices of the PS5 and how much it costs. Everybody wants a piece of the pie. Samsung with the RAM, they all want it. It's just the RAM. It's more than just the RAM, but yeah. But they all want a piece of the pie, though. That's what I'm trying to tell you, though. They all want a piece of that pie. Exactly. You're right, though, Cheesecake. That's another great point as well. That's another great point. Yeah, man, I know. God does a little too much, I know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a good point, Cheesecake. That is a good point. That is a great point, actually. I just think nowadays, good luck trying to get anything affordable. I mean, think about it, guys. If eggs went up, what makes you think that electronics wasn't? You guys gotta get what I'm saying? Common things like milk and eggs, right? I mean, a freaking cart of eggs is like $8. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm still salty about that. I try to get a sausage McMuffin. They talk about close to $7 for a damn little ass sandwich because you want a freaking egg on top of it. Who decided this? Who decided this, man? I'm telling you guys right now, we in the end days, man. I'm telling you, and the reason why I know this is because everything's getting overpriced to the point where people are gonna have to do crazy things to get what they want. The only thing I would say is focus on God. Enjoy the little things that you have and be grateful, and obviously you're gonna have to lower your standards, but it's only gonna get worse. And what's sad is that the younger generation, they're gonna have to deal with this worse than y'all. They're gonna have to live in an era where they can't even afford nothing. They can't play anything. Forget the combo meals. Everything is going up. Everything. Your whole life you're gonna be like, damn, I can't believe back in my days we was able to do this and do that. He says, I have a hot take. Go for it. Let me hear it. Other than corporation, fanboys contribute to the largest when it comes to the destruction. They do. They do. But see, but the problem is, illegal dad, is that they're so the younger the younger generation is in danger, Sam. What is you saying? AI, bruh, they're in danger. The young generation, most of them don't even know how to think for themselves. Bro, there was this video that I watched, right? Where this guy, he said, hey man, I got the accolades and I'm trying to get a job, and he's being denied. He's being denied his results because the AI says he didn't do enough, or if he's overqualified. They don't even have real people on the phone anymore, man. The end days is here, bro. And people need to prepare themselves. People have to protect their spirituality, because to some people, they'll be like, oh, I used to buy games. This used to bring me happiness. Well, guess what? They're taking that away from you. You know what I'm saying? This is what I call spiritual warfare. This is a test of faith for every single man and woman out there. Right? This is why when people are crying, like, I mean, damn. I mean, yeah, I could buy it for this. I could buy the sausage McMuffin for $6, but I choose not to. I choose not to, all because you want to put a layer of an egg on this damn. Now you want to make this $6 to $7? Oh no, you crazy, McDonald's. So anyways, I used to be able to get those. Now I choose not to get it, and guess what? That's good. I'm eating less and everything. I mean, sometimes these things are a blessing in disguise, guys. Sometimes less can be more. Okay? Sometimes less can be more. And that's the sad part about reality. This is something that people are going to have to get used to, because it's only going to get worse. And the young generation, I prefer Dollar General food. Oh, okay, Dollar General food. Yeah, they probably got good stuff there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? Food is food, right? Yep. Oh, yeah. It's really a government that's replacing actual humans with AI. Exactly. Exactly. I'm telling you, man, we're going to be living like the Terminator. Cybernet. Not good for society, man. Humanity was based off being social, talking, and working amongst each other. Robots is not the way. You know who benefits with the robot? The businesses. The common man gets screwed over. This is, you know what? Let's break it down. Let's break it down. Y'all, I know Dreamcast guy does this a lot, right? When he complains that AI is taking away jobs from people. It's true. It is. I've seen an AI with the McDonald's. That's jobs taken away from people. He said, that's why I work 2 jobs. I'm telling you, man, AI is not good for humanity. The only people that care is the businesses. Only the businesses. Waiting for some sucker to come in and pay for these overpriced prices, and more than likely they do, and then it just becomes the new medium. People have to stand their ground when it comes to these things, but unfortunately, there's not enough rational people in the world that's gonna stand up for anything. And when they do, they stand up for stupid stuff. I mean, you guys should know they were out here hoarding toilet paper. These people are animals, man. We are in the end days. Bro, even in the Great Depression, they didn't do crap like this. You got people out here hoarding toilet paper. Hoarding and freaking eggs. Bro, we're like two generations from turning into Fallout New Vegas. The Fallout 3. I'm telling you, man, it's not good. COVID era, I'm going to explain that to something to y'all. COVID era was to destroy humanity. It was to take the social aspect out of our lives. It was to destroy humanity. It was to replace man. And this is why we keep hearing about AI. AI is trying to replace man. I'm telling you, man, we are in the end days. Make sure you protect your own spirituality, because we're in a spiritual warfare right now. You got people crying, you got people being sad, you got people doing all these things because they can't live the life that they want to. And I understand. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. It's a blessing in disguise. A lot of the things that we was addicted and attached to is not right anyway. So the fact that they're trying to take it away by overpricing it just means that we got to be more humble. He's right about 8. Oh, it is. It's taking jobs from everybody, and that's not a good way for society to exist. It's not. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It really isn't, because God did not design people like this. He didn't. God created humans. He created humans for this purpose, not AI. AI don't have a soul. And when something don't have a soul, what does a person that don't have a soul, what do? They only care about what they can gain, what they can get, and that's money. So yeah, Dreamcast guy is absolutely right. I'm just saying, what are people gonna do about it? Man, there's nothing nobody can do. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen, man. We are literally in the mark of the beast, man. And I tell people, right, we're not there yet, but we're getting to that point. They're indoctrinating us. They're trying to indoctrinate us to theme and be like, oh, I can't get this sausage McMuffin. The time and genre and timeline. Yeah, well, there's a reason for that. That was a setup. Yep. It was a setup. He said, welcome to Cyberpunk. Yep. Like, I want to be a nurse and study blood, but I'm scared that an AI might take it. They might. And that's what I'm saying, Blue Jay. You could be working your behind to get to a position, and all they got to do is program a robot to do what you can. Matter of fact, it'd be better if you get into programming and certain technology of that. Video gaming, think about it. What happened to all the people that took years and dedication of coding video games, and they're being replaced by AI? Do you know how sad that is? These people spent their whole life trying to program video games and all this, and they're like, oh, we don't need you no more. That is so hurtful. You know what I'm saying? I would say one thing. Focus on things that yes, yeah, they can be replaceable, but expertise. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they might have AI, like for like basic food and stuff, like a factory, like how they slice meat and all that. But they still need like overseers, like a chef. Like, let's say right there, you still need a chef. You still need a chef on hand. You know, don't be just a cook. Be a chef. Be an art. You gotta have talent with it. Can't just be an ordinary, you know, regular type of person. Like, oh, okay, like oh, you just pick up garbage? Yeah, that's all you do. Well, they can replace that with a crane, and the guy from the, you know, they can replace that. I've seen it already. Trash men are literally gone. They literally got a freaking thing that comes out of the damn garbage truck and picks up the trash and throws it in there for you. Yeah, well, not everybody can be the manager though, so that's what I'm saying. That's where the whole dog-eat-dog world comes from, because people really gotta have to fight for their positions. You gotta have to fight for something in your life, not physically, but even just mentally. You gotta fight for what's rightfully yours, or somebody's gonna take it from you. We live in an era where the weakest link can't survive. Yep, Cable, 50 years from now, you'll be gone. Your generation, yep. No people manning nothing, yep. You know, we need people for jobs so people can live good lives, but unfortunately the government doesn't care. They don't care. You know, they absolutely don't care. So as people, we gotta stand together. I mean, nobody's gonna understand, y'all. I hate to say it, but really, garbage men? Not in all places. I mean, probably some places still have them, but if you look online, there's some garbage men. Well, it's just a garbage man just driving the car. They don't need big, strong dudes to pick up the trash no more. They can just have the crane do it, the machine, the metal. They don't need two strong guys hanging off the side with big biceps picking up trash cans and throwing it in there. Nope. They literally got, I've seen it. I've seen the videos online. They literally got a freaking crank, and it literally picks up the trash and throws it in, and he's able to put the trash thing back. I'm like, yeah, this is not good. This is not good, bro. Yeah, I hear you on that. I think you still, you know, but I feel what you're saying, Blue. Yeah, there are some places already doing it. I seen a McDonald's where they don't even have a worker. They just have the machine make the food. Like how, you know, how a factory cuts meat and then slides it off the chain. It's very similar. That's where that concept comes from, the machinery. Now it's the AI. They're going to use the AI to help function as if it's a human to do the same things humans can do, which is just less jobs. Oh, which is just less jobs for us. And this is not good. And this is going to oversaturate the job market. Certain people are going to get chosen. Then you got to get your application. Like, bro, like one guy was watching this video. He's like, man, getting a job nowadays is like a humiliation ritual. It really is. And also too, if you're just starting off to get a job, the AI won't even give you a chance. Back then, you'll be able to talk to the guy. Hey, why do you think you're qualified for this job? This is your first time? Yeah, man, I want to work. I want to do this. Bro, those people are hurt. That's what I'm saying. The young generation are hurt. How is a young generation that just literally got to 18, 19, 20 with no job experience, and the AI is like, oh, he got no job experience, declined, give it to a person that does? That's not fair. How do you think the person that got to that experience? Because he was allowed to work. You know what I'm saying? This is not good. And you got the AI already determining your life. Yeah, the AI determines your life. Your life is determined by a robot. Imagine that. Your life is determined by a generator. A random generator. That is some very sad stuff, y'all. Yeah, true. That's what I'm saying. Nursing, there will always be some form of stuff like that because they need something to oversee it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need stuff to oversee it. That's the problem, you know? When it comes to human life and stuff like that, that's what I'm saying, like with a chef. Because a chef can make something poison, like I'll take a poisonous food, and it has to oversee it. Only a human could do that. Sometimes, I mean, AI could do that, but AI can make mistakes there. You know what I mean? But if you tell AI, make a cheeseburger with pickles, I think... Oh, damn. I think AI could do that. You know what I'm saying? Put 2 pickles on every quarter pounder, but this, I think AI could do that. But if you're talking about a particular way to do something, then yes, then AI is not really the best. You see? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna have doctor robots, no. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have doctor robots. I don't see that, no. Yeah, you saw that, I know, right? Damn, freak! I got destroyed by an AI. Yeah. I mean, most people's entertainment is enjoyment through AI. Most people get entertained by AI, though, guys. Think about it. I've been seeing online, everybody's laughing at these AI videos. Oh, Blue Jay, you know, because you was laughing at the AI song I put. And everybody thinks it's funny. I just do it because it's stupid, and it's just like, I'll be like, yo, this crap is stupid. But everybody's laughing at it. Remember that AI song I put on Mind's Eye? Just to be funny? And I'm like, bro, this is what's trending. You got kids. Kids don't need to watch cartoons. All they gotta do is watch AI. They don't need to watch cartoons. They'll just watch AI. Yeah, because it sounds... Yeah, it's an AI song. Yeah, because it sounds... I don't know what it is. I just seen the song and I just thought it was funny because everybody was putting it. So I thought it was funny. I was like, yo, I'm going to make this game sound cringy. Especially when Jacob yells, no! And then you hear the music. I'm like, yo, that is so funny, bro. I'm like, it's so cringy, but that's what made it look funny. Laughing at AI song. Yo, AI, man. But we all good, though. You guys are good. But like I said, I will tell you one thing. Families need to be together. The days of the family, of people separating and all that, families need to be stronger now, not weaker. We need stronger families now. We need them. Back then, you know, I mean, you always need strong families. But now, like I always tell you, like people... Like with their kids, like with the brothers fighting their brothers or their sisters, y'all gonna need each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna need each other because the world is not gonna care about y'all when I get older. The only people that are gonna care about one another is the people you grew up with. So these bonds need to be strong. So if any of you guys have children, I would hope so you guys do this already, but make sure you strengthen those bonds between not just you and your children, but the children amongst each other. Because they're going to need their brothers. They're going to need their sisters. And especially in this world, this evil world that y'all have to raise them through. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure that the bonds, not just from the parents, but the bonds within themselves, to keep that same strength, to keep that same strong. Because if not, A lot of families, man, I've seen it. You got one guy doing well, one other person homeless, and it's sad to see it. It's sad to see, and it's all because somebody let somebody down, or one person only cared about his life and he didn't care about the life of his brother, you know. And it's just like, wow, like nobody stood up for this person, and I see it all the time. So family bonds, all that got to be strong, real strong. You know what I'm saying? Real strong in today's world, because the world don't care. They'll say they care, but we all know they don't care. So, yeah, once the kid starts growing a beard around on his chin, now all of a sudden he a man. That's how the world look. That's why I be laughing at this fake stuff. Oh, he's such a adorable baby. Oh, he's adorable. They do all this, and then as soon as a kid gets 16, we'll even say 15 for some people. Oh, all because this man got hair on his armpits, and all of a sudden this, you know, y'all not looking at the kid the same? This is sad, bro. This is some sad stuff. He's not your child no more. I mean, think about it. People gotta understand. Even when I see, yo, what's up, John? Thank you, brother. Like, when you see a homeless person, right? People have to understand. This person was once an innocent child, bro. I know people don't be like understanding this. Like, when I see people, and like, let's say if I see a person on drugs, I say to myself, damn, man, this person was once an innocent child, bro. That was designed to do good for God. That was designed to, you know, to do good things for the world that God, you know, bestowed in front of him. But unfortunately, bad things that happened in his life, and maybe he couldn't break these, you know, cycles. And it's just like, I look at that. Even if I see a 7-year-old man, I'm like, he was once a baby. He was once a child, an innocent baby. Even if the person's evil and malicious, you gotta still say, damn, at one time he wasn't. You get what I'm saying? And it's so sad to see people literally, what I would say, self-destruct, you know? And I know some people say, well, they live in their life successfully, but are they living it with him? Also, a robot wouldn't properly know DNA like a human would. Yeah, probably wouldn't, no. You know, there's certain things that they need to be overseen by humans. You know what I mean? Definitely. Especially with things that important. But yeah, I just really hope, I tell people, man, it's like, I always look at it like this, man. You know, I always look at it. Before, I never seen things like that, but I say to myself, like, man, you know, and people have to be very grateful, man. Even if you eating ramen noodles and stuff, you got to be very grateful, because there's people not eating nothing, you know. And I can't complain. Yeah, I can afford, you know, all these things. Like Dreamcast guy, he needs to be grateful. Some people can't even afford a damn N64, and he out here crying with his PS5 Pro, and well, he said he lives with 5 roommates and all that. I'm like, damn. So even he's struggling too, guys. You know, he's struggling too. You know, they all struggling. They all can't afford, you know. And I just think people like that, instead of actually being depressed or disappointed, they need to take these things and build their own character, build themselves up. Be like, hey, I don't really need all that. Maybe I just need one console. Maybe I don't need to have all these consoles, you know. But just the problem is, a lot of people have pride, and they, you know, they've had the luxury of having all the things, so they can never see themselves being downgraded. And I think that's what's going on in society right now, is that people that, even multi-console owners, I even said to myself, I was like, I don't want a PS6, but I could get one, but the PS6 is going to have to offer a lot more than my PS5 did. They're going to have to make up for this lousy generation. He says N64. You could buy a phone, load it up with it. That's what I'm saying. That's one thing that's good about PC gaming. Because even if you're broke, I know people say PC gaming is expensive, but not all the way true. Because games is no further than away from just a PC. You're absolutely right. PC is probably the saving grace of gaming. It is. That's why I don't know why console gamers hate PC so much. I don't get it, because PC gaming is literally the last bastion of hope. I don't know how console gamers can hate PC. Truly. I don't hate anything. I think anything that has a screen, and I think it's not that expensive. It can be, but if you want premium gaming, yes. But if you want to play games, oh yeah, PC is the best way. All you got to do is buy a prioritized controller for it, and that's it. And you'll be good to go. Get yourself some emulators and all that, and you are good to go. Okay, so you're gonna... Exactly. That's why I don't want to buy the PS6. I will buy... I'm gonna tell you this right now. I will buy a PS6 if I could play PS1, 2, and 3 games natively. I would buy it because I would see the value in that. But if you're telling me, oh, it's backwards but compatible between PS4 and 5, I'm just gonna stick with my PS5, bro. And my PS4 consoles. I'm just gonna stick with that. I'm not gonna freaking buy a PlayStation 6 and play the same games I'm playing on my PS5. No, I'm good, bro. I'll get the Helix just because it's offering me more value. I need the value proposition. The value proposition is going to be very, no pun intended, very valuable as time goes on. And this is why Microsoft's banking on Game Pass. This is why they're banking on it so heavily, because they see that everything, I think Game Pass, they see that everything is expensive. Microsoft knows that things are going to be expensive. Got to pay for a subscription for that. Yeah, but people already pay for subscriptions for Hulu, Netflix, and Disney Plus. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But you got to look at the value. He said, what do they really offer? The real question, end times, because I've seen you before. What does PlayStation offer you? What does PlayStation... I could say Nintendo has its own niche demographic, so I won't even add them to this. But what does PlayStation offer? What do you think PS6 is going to offer that the Xbox can't do? I can tell you what things that Xbox will offer that the PS6 won't have. But tell me, what will make the PS6 stand out next gen? Nah, hell nah. People pay... Let me see, hold on. Let me see what he said. People pay for dumb stuff. Yeah, you're right. He ain't lying. People do pay for a lot of dumb stuff. I like PC game, but I got a gaming laptop. Okay. I'm just like anti-subscription unless it's support like phone. But think about it. Even that, even though paying for a phone, that is a subscription, bruh. You don't pay for the subscription, no access to your phone. Bruh, it's already there. Even though we all hate it, but it's still there. It can offer disappointment. It can offer misery. Oh, man. That's hilarious. He said it can offer misery. I got a gaming device. Oh, you do? What you play on, brother? I don't have hope in these generations at all. I agree. This generation was bad, yo. Hey, you're right. Bro, end times, we ain't even... I'm not arguing with you, bro. You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. This whole generation... Now, mind you, I do like what Xbox is doing as of recently, right now. But you're not lying. This whole generation was garbage. Alright? It was trash. Microsoft didn't come up with good games until 2024, 5, and 6, but I would say 25 to 26. That, and then maybe possibly 27. Right? Microsoft is doing good right now. They didn't do good when it first came out. PlayStation 6 didn't do good when it first... I mean, PS6, I'm like, PS5. This whole generation was trash. Even the Switch 2 has been pretty lackluster. You know, they've taken the page from Sony by remastering and remaking all their old games. So, yes, you're absolutely right. This whole generation was garbage. And I can't see the other generation being good. I would hope. I really would hope. But I will see what the saving grace will be there for us. Because this generation, as you said, it was trash. It was. Absolutely. Oh, you play Tiger handhelds. Okay. Yeah, this whole generation was lousy. I don't honestly, I'm not looking forward to the next gen. I'm just looking forward to what Xbox can offer to me in the value proposition. And right there, I'll be happy. I'm happy with the Switch 2 right now. Currently, it's the Chinese. Is it the Chinese, the Tiger handheld, retro handheld? I mean, don't they play games on it though, right? Don't they play them good? He's gonna play it on the Tiger handheld. He's playing on a Mr. Game & Watch. I play all my games on a VMU memory card because I can't afford games. Oh, but they're for gaming? They're gaming calculator. Oh, for real? Oh. I think I did hear about something like, let me see, gaming calculators. Let me look this. I want to look this up. A gaming calculator. That's crazy. Look, you can play games on a calculator now. See? All right, let me see that. Capcom Carrier Switch 2. For real. For real. All right, let me look. I'm going to look right now. He said Tiger handhelds. Oh. Oh, this is... Bruh. Oh, I remember these. I remember this. This is like freaking... Yeah, I remember these. I remember this. Oh, yeah. Oh, you actually got one of these? I remember these. Oh, they going up? What the hell? Oh, that's hilarious. I remember seeing a lot of these at kids. I remember McDonald's had a few of these. I remember, man. As a kid, we used to love these, man. I don't know what it was. We used to love these little Tiger handhelds. Oh, that's nostalgic. This is what he was talking about. Wow. I remember this. Yo, as a kid, we used to fiend for these, bruh. Yo. We used to fiend for these, dog. Yeah, I think the design of it was better than the games in it, but we didn't care when we was kids. We was just playing. Yo, End Times, yo, you see that, End Times? Man, those were the hood classics. You feel me? The Tiger handheld. I remember, I think I had a few of those. I gave on Samsung fridge. Yo, nah. I think he's trolling. Hey, man, a game is a game, right? You know what I'm saying? How about Tamagotchi? You talk about Tamagotchi life or let me see, Tamagotchi. I used to like those Tiger handhelds, so as a kid, I remember. So when you said that, I looked into the pictures. I was like, oh, that's what he's talking about. I remember these. I always liked the look. I always liked the aesthetic of them. I always liked that. It's crazy, man, how much gaming has evolved. Tamagotchi. Is that a real player? Oh, oh, those are real players too. Dude's literally camping on the rooftop. Oh, they were taken away? They took his games away? For real? They took him away? Yo, they actually took his games away? Yo, what? They took him away? Like, yo, they took him away. Like, yo, hold on, they took the platinum away? Yo, no, hold on, no, they just can't be. Yo, they took his games away? Oh, they are. Did you see kick those shovelware games were taken away from? Damn. Oh yeah, of course, End Times. I love the picture, man. Picture's kind of cool. I love the profile picture, man. But damn, man. Oh, you say they took his games? I was like, yo, I would have been laughing if they took his platinums. Oh, that's good though, man. I'm happy that they doing that, man. They deleted movies too. I'm happy that they deleted, yeah, because it was getting so bad. It's even bad on Switch, bro. It's getting ridiculous, man. You know, I mean, it was so bad. I'm like, yo, anybody can make a game, sell it for 99 cents. Everybody's hustling gaming, man. Make a game, sell it for 99 cents, and just put an easy platinum on it, and people will buy it. Like, people are literally buying lousy games because of a platinum trophy. Like, that's crazy. That's how you know the standards of gaming is gotten so bad that people are playing lousy games just to get platinums. He's a Switch. Yeah, the Switch is still pretty bad, man. They always got all these hentai games. The Guts. Oh, you used to have the Guts one. Okay. Oh, yeah, I think I remember seeing that. Yeah, from Berserk. Would love to see a Berserk game. I know, because I bought some of them. I've seen some of them, bro. You know, one of the best lower end games? I seen it on sale. I didn't know it was Easy Gamer Score. Was I think it was called 50 Years. That was pretty solid. I actually liked it. There was those Easy Gamer Score games were actually fun. Some of them. But not all of them. You know? There was some really fun easy games, though, that they had. I was like, oh, these are pretty fun. I bought it on sale, and I'm like, oh. I said, oh, that's fun. Oh, damn, I want to grab that. Laugh out, cap. I'm a bot. Yeah, these are bots. I really like this game, Deadside, man, but it's too hard to find people on these damn games, man. He's a real boxer key. They keep changing the name and re-releasing it every moment. Oh, you talking about real boxing? Yo, I see. I think I know what he's talking about too, bro. Yo, that be getting on my damn nerves, man. Like, indie games is good, but there is a lot of shovelware, man. Nowadays, bro. Most of these games, I'm like, yo, why are they pushing these games so damn heavy now, man? I remember Microsoft had a pretty good indie scene with the 360. They were actually pumping out good games. What the hell happened, man? I think indie games, they're just trying to take advantage like everybody else. Put an easy platinum, sell it for $2, $5, and we'll make good money that way. I mean, I could make freaking, like, they got games like My Name is Mayo. I could make a video game called My Name is Play-Doh. My Name is Play-Doh. And just have you press the same button for 10 minutes and you get a platinum. Like, what is this, bro? Like, that is so... Ugh. This is what gaming is turned into, man. Terrible. Instead of My Name is Mayo, we got My Name is Play-Doh. Play-Doh, wow. What a smiley face. I'm like, wow. Yep. Yep, you're right. You're absolutely right, Zero Sam. You're right. A lot of indies are just copying easy formula games. Deserve the hell that is called. They do! You ain't lying, David. You're absolutely right, because you know why? This is what they asked for. This is what they're supported. All these people crying about Grand Theft Auto 6. Has Dreamcast even talked about Wolverine yet? Nope. Nope. He only talked about GTA6. These guys care so much about that damn game, man. Oh, I can't believe it. It ain't on the disc. It ain't on it. You know. Hey, Dream, did you buy it, though? I got a pre-order, Ultimate Edition. Exactly. So be quiet, bro. Be quiet. That's going to be mine. When he says, keep dreaming, mine's is going to be, keep quiet. So everybody's sick and tired of all this constant crying and complaining, and then they go out there and support the very thing they say they hate. And then they're like, why companies keep doing this? Why companies don't put the game on the disc? Why? Why they don't put the... Why they keep... They not putting the game on the cartridge? Because look at what you're buying, fool. Oh my goodness, man. Like, I swear, bro, gaming can self-destruct and I don't care, bro. Literally. All we seen was a damn screenshot. And the pony's gone wild. Literally. Once they found out you gotta pay $20 extra to put some facial hair on a freaking character. Like, bro, what? Yo, you got me with the clothes, though. I can't put facial hair on Jason? What kind of crap? Yo, what kind of crap is this? We're going as far to charge for facial hair? And a girl painting her nails? What? Who the hell came up with this? Literally. You thought they would have been like, oh, to get to this exclusive luxury store, you gotta pay, but you gotta buy all your clothes at Binko. You know, bro, Rockstar should be ashamed of themselves. They should be. Rockstar's gonna milk Lucia good. Oh yeah, you know that. Oh yeah. They don't. I just bought it. Ooh, 1T buy. Ooh, with a 2-year warranty. That's a good price. Luckily with the Xbox, you can get them pretty good prices at the used market. PlayStation, for some reason, I don't know why they're priced up so high. But luckily, I've seen, even with the price increase coming up, I've seen a lot of people still selling Xbox around 300, 400, 500. Just because I guess Xbox is not as popular, I guess. So I guess that's one good benefit. You could always buy a nice used Xbox, you know, if you could trust it. I've seen that. I was like, oh yeah, the Xbox is still pretty reasonable, you know. It's just if you buy them new, though, forget it. Take-Two, some people that own... Yep, exactly. They do it with their own 2 NBA games. What made people think they weren't going to do it with Grand Theft Auto 6? They're stupid. I'm definitely not buying GTA 6. I was actually looking forward to the multiplayer, but I mean, the fact that they're being so predatorial with the campaign, it honestly makes me not even want to play the multiplayer, man. Because think about it. If y'all doing that for the campaign, I can only imagine what y'all gonna do to the multiplayer. I can only imagine what y'all gonna do for that multiplayer, man. That multiplayer is going to be microtransaction heavy, bro. You can rent a PS5. Unbelievable. So what happened when games was made super exciting? Exactly. And the sad part about it, Rockstar kind of took the excitement out of their own game. Oh crap! Damn, I got no ammo. Oh, Dolby Vision. Don't want to speak about that. Oh, the Dolby Vision. And we got that quick resume and all that. Oh crap! Damn, I'm a little. Oh my god, I have no ammo. Crazy, right? Though it's crazy. That's wrong for me. No, I mean GTA 6 is gonna be a big game. I mean, it's understandable why people would be hyped up for it. I mean, the game ain't been, you know, we haven't had a new GTA since 12, 13 years. So I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, it should be too. I think people need to get their hopes down, but other than that, I don't know. I mean, if you're a Grand Theft Auto fan, you're gonna look forward to it. I mean, I waited a long time for Gear Z Day, and I'm excited. I'm just happy we seen gameplay though. You could tell they were CPUs. Their Gear brother. That's my whole thing. It's like, damn, man. GTA 6, man, is about to take over the whole industry, man. And it's gonna be microtransaction heavy, man. I think GTA 5 might be the last. You seen it? Yo, I know. I think something like that. He said something about 8-1 or something like that. Bruh. I'm gonna explain something about these ponies. Just because the game, let's say, we already know it's gonna sell better on PS5 because there's more people that own PS5. That's common sense. We know that. But to say that it's not selling well on Xbox is stupid. It's selling well on anything. Is that a real player right there? Nah, he can't be. The way he's moving, he was moving like a real player. I know. Yeah, I'm buying Godzilla though. I'm buying Godzilla though. Godzilla's gonna be fire. The only thing is I don't like the visual design that they chose for that game. What do y'all think? Because I was like, oh, what's up with the visuals though? Why they make it all look gray and brown and like, you know, what happened to all the color of that game? That's the only thing I don't like about it, but I'll deal with it just to have something. It looks fun. Yeah, I don't like the visuals, man. The original just looks way better, man. I'm only gonna buy it just to play online with my friends. I'm gonna get it on Switch and I'm gonna get it on PS5. Yeah, the visuals, man. I don't know what they did, man. He said, what system you going? What system are you gonna get it for? Oh, I'm getting it for both. I'm gonna get it on PS5. Matter of fact, we'll probably have something, right? If we'll have where for the PS5 we'll probably do like a content, what is it? I'm trying to think of a good word to explain this. We'll have people that can come in and play with us if y'all want. Anybody getting Godzilla on PS5, I'll have you come in and we can all come in the live stream if y'all want. All right? And we all can play the game. Ooh. And we all can play the game together. All right? We could do that. I'm definitely down for that. If that's what something you guys are interested in doing. We could definitely do that. Then we could stream in. I could play with y'all, and you know I could play with people random online. But I like to, you know, engage with y'all and play some games with y'all. That'd be fun. I think Godzilla would be that perfect game. So will GTA 6 launch be like Cyberpunk launch? Who knows? Oh yeah, I think it'll run good on Switch too. I think it will. It's literally a GameCube game, so it should be able to run well on the Switch too, quite easily actually. You know, I hope the Switch starts promoting more 120 FPS games because there's a lot of game. I mean, they promoted 120 hertz, but we ain't really seen that many. I mean, Devil May Cry, you know, if it wasn't for Capcom is really holding the Switch 2 down. I mean, if it wasn't for Capcom, then I say the Switch 2 would be pretty bad right now. Capcom's really putting them on the map. Switch 2 and the Xbox. Yeah, Xbox I'll get later because it's going to be digital. And I have no way of streaming it. That's the only problem. I would have been got it for there too, but I was like, damn, man, no physical Xbox? God, man. Really no physical? Oh, there's a real player. Wow. Got him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, he must have just spawned over here too. I don't know. I think if Sega made consoles, it really wouldn't make too much of a difference because most people wouldn't even buy their games anyway. I'm hearing that Shinobi and Sonic Crossworlds failed. So, Crossworlds, I heard they failed. They didn't really do that well. Yeah, I think Sega, they need to do maybe something like a Sega Saturn Mini. Oh, you know what? I actually got a great idea for Sega. They need to do what SNK is doing with the Neo Geo. They need to make like a like a modernized Sega Saturn. I think that would work. Where you could play enhanced games plus put your own CDs on. I think that product would work. What do y'all think? I think Sega needs to do products like what SNK. If we're talking about hardware, Sega needs to re-release their older product. I mean, they already did it with the Genesis, so I don't want to see that no more. But I'm saying for Sega Saturn and Dreamcast, they need to make like a what is it called? A miniature, like kind of like what SNK is doing with the Neo Geo. Yeah, maybe reproduce games on it too. That would be nice. A Sega Saturn for $250. You can play your old games, and then Sega Saturn could also release games. They could release Burning Rangers. They could release, you know what I'm saying? I think that would fly off the shelves. I think Sega could, man. I think we need to see something like that. Sega could reprint the same games that they had Knights, and they could put Burning Rangers, Guardian Heroes, and you could also use your old games, but then you could also use the new reprints like what SNK is doing with the Neo Geo, and then charge it for $250. I mean, I'd even buy it for $350. All right, I'd buy that for $350, and then you can put 4K optimized and all that. I think that would work. I think Sega has a market there. I think that's a good market for Sega. I think it's even better so than Nintendo. I know Nintendo won't do it. Unk slop. Unk slop. I don't think Nintendo will do it because they already got their little subscription thing. So I don't think they would even entertain that anymore. I mean, the fact that they put GameCube and Switch and 64 games on the Switch 2 is already shows that they will never do that again. But Sega would be perfect for that. What did y'all think? I think Sega would be beautiful if they did something like SNK did, especially with a niche product like that. Sell it for $250, $300, and then sell games with it. Reprint your games on it, and then tell people they can put their own Sega Saturn games on it as well, like how SNK is doing. I will pre-order it immediately. No hesitation. I think a lot of Sega fans will come out the woodwork and buy that for sure. You know, that's one thing I gotta give credit to SNK for, man. SNK is the only company that actually puts value in a lot of their older titles. Unk slop is the best slop. Facts. I love me some Unk slop. These guys like Unk slop too. Star Fox remake, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time remake. As far as I'm concerned, they're playing Unk slop too. I don't care if it's a new version. They're playing an old game. They're playing an old game. But yeah, I'm gonna head off, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. He said Star Fox is pure slop, though. I like the multiplayer. Oh yeah, that's good though. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that's good. But I'm gonna hop off, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. It was beautiful talking to every single one of y'all. Make sure you guys have a good rest of the weekend, and I'll see if I'll drop a video today for y'all. You know what I mean? If I'm not too busy. All right. Take care, guys. Thank you guys for stopping by. All right. Peace out, everyone.